You are at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's from a meaningless name, who says, rant about your top 10 favorite Kill La Kill moments. In some past podcast, probably a Ghibli cast, you mentioned planning to make a best moments from blank series. That hasn't happened yet, so I'm asking it directly. My favorite moment is Mako's spinning face during the cut-in right before the original life fiber is destroyed in episode 23. So, specifically, I had been planning a series that was a video called the Top 100 Moments in Cowboy Bebop, where, it was meant to sound like this ridiculous number of moments, but then you go through the list and you realize that 100 is actually not a lot for how many great moments are in Cowboy Bebop. And I had to imagine this would be true for Kill La Kill as well, but I have not spent any time with, considering that. I haven't rewatched the show in a long time, so for that alone, it quite difficult for me to come up with a top 10 favorite moments. But also, yeah, I had, that might have been in the ideas, in the list of ideas. It's possible even that Devu had brought it up, because I'm sure he would have a top 100 moments for Kill La Kill, or top 100. But you're just asking for my top 10. So some that came to mind. In my video, Kill La Kill's Inventive Animation, I make a whole to-do about the scene where Harime Nui is, spinning around, and it's clearly had to have been, a digital image just being flipped, which I always thought was really fun and creative. I also love the scene where she gets her arms chopped off, and there's just blood exploding all over everything. Pretty much any giant blood explosions are definitely good in my book. I love the scene in, episode 3 where, or maybe it's even 2, where Satsuki is just, shown to... I like the moments where, the scale changes, where, one character keeps getting bigger and the other's getting smaller on the screen, just because of the fact that one person's, presence is overwhelming the other. The whole shot of Gamagori falling outside the windows in the first episode is, of course, a classic. That whole scene is amazing. God... The ending shot of everybody naked piled together in one big pile, I love. It's one of those things where I know there are just hundreds of amazing moments in Kill La Kill, and picking a top 10, I really would have to watch the whole show again and extensively fucking write down every single moment, put them all in competition with each other, and really hash out a top 10. I don't have anything that is in my mind. It's funny because a lot of moments that I tend to think about with Kill La Kill are the controversial moments, the ones that have been talked about more, like the scene of Sanagayama falling off of the platform, just because of the fact that Demo had attacked that in his video, and then I talked about it in my video to sort of defend it, and it's just a moment in Kill La Kill that comes to mind, even though it is not by any means one of my favorite moments in the show. So maybe you'll have to hit me up for this one again if I've actually watched the show sometime recently, but those are some examples of moments I enjoyed.